Hello, 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 everybody, and a beautiful good evening. Welcome to this little, but also stupid, funny, weird, whatever stream today. We will have some fun today. We will, gonna do some touch and goes. We're gonna, just have fun. So get some popcorn and let's start, guys. So yeah, we will not do any realistic things here. We will just have fun. Do some failures maybe. We will not create a flight plan. We'll not set up the aircraft in any way. We're just gonna click panel state ready here, and we're gonna set flaps to disarm the spoilers, AutoFPS max, and yeah, we are pretty much ready to go. Well, yeah, I would just say we're gonna start. We're gonna turn the lights on for sure, and oops. There you go, seatbelts, and then we ready to go, guys. So my plan for now is we're gonna start. We're gonna take off, and then I will start a recording with flight recorder. And basically, what we then do is we're just gonna attempt a landing, and then we can spool always back and try again, try again, try again. And I will show you a little bit what I learned in the past days. So pretty much I can grease every landing. So yeah, let's just start. Park and brake release and full thrust toga. Let's go. Actually, we're gonna turn off live better here to avoid problems with winds. And yeah, just ignore all these warnings, guys. We don't care about all that. So yeah, let's do a quick takeoff here. Just gonna start a flight recorder also. And we're just gonna have some fun and just ignore all these warnings here. Rotate. Also, we're gonna add some realistic weights. So fuel, let's say we're gonna take like 4. Okay, no. What's a realistic landing fuel amount? I would say like 3,000 something. Yeah, we're gonna stay with that. And the payload, we're just gonna make so we have about 70 tons, 71 with like our weight right now, which I think is pretty much okay. Then we're gonna reduce the speed out of thrust, turn auto thrust off. Gonna do full flaps here. And then let me just check the flight recording has started. And then we're just gonna start a little turn here. So we are able to land on this runway right there. Yes, I know, really realistic. Thank you so much, appreciate it. It's just to get the recording here, so the aircraft, we can do the landings here in a moment. I mean, yeah, the way how we fly right now never would happen in real life, I guess. So, never do this in real life, please. Reducing the speed a little bit. And then we're gonna try to get the center line here of the runway. Gonna reduce the speed. I think that should be pretty much okay. And we're gonna have some stutters here. It's a huge scenery, it looks like. I don't know, we had just the same, yesterday's stream. But yeah, now it looks like to be fixed, or like stopped stuttering at least. Alright, so we are full flaps. We're just gonna do touchdown, doesn't matter if it's hard or not hard. Just gonna try to butter it here, but in the end of the day it's not important because we just need a recording. And this wasn't even bad, perfectly. Alright, let me just get the recording stopped here. And then we are second. So we're gonna start now. Basically what I just do is right now I've stopped the recording. I will then click on stop play. We are right now in pause mode basically. I just gonna stop the play and we're gonna try to like butter and butter and butter landing as much as possible. And I will try to show you as much as I can how I now learned to pretty much butter every landing, and a little technique which I personally really like. So Actually, before I start the recording, let me just show you something. So you have this little indicator here which tells you the amount of feet you are above the ground, or basically the point of the main landing gear. And what I just do is I'm gonna have an eye on the center line here and an eye on this little thingy here. The reason why I do this is because when we are about at 10, I'm trying to really hardly flare. I mean, the aircraft tells you to retard. That means you put the thrust lever back, and it's really important you do this at the point where it says retard. Then, when you do that, you're also gonna flare. And because normally I'm now trying to not move the side stick forward or upwards while in the glide, basically only left right to keep the localizer, but the glide slope should be absolutely fine from the point you're gonna intercept the glide slope. And what I'm basically now doing then is let me actually just show you guys. This is probably the best way. So we're just gonna keep the glide here, gonna add some thrust because we don't want to stall. So we're just gonna keep the glide only gonna do left right, and you don't have to be scared, even though you maybe it looks like you fall from the skies, but you are not. Just look on the little indicator, and now it tells you retard, and then flare. Butter landing. There you go. There you go, guys. Okay, we had a little. We just went back into the air, but that's because we don't have any auto brakes or reverses on right now. But guys, it's easy as it gets. Let's try it again, guys. So we're just gonna go back to the point here. Oh, holy shit. Okay, yeah. Now we're gonna have to do some joystick work here because we are way too high. But just gonna keep going down, basically. In real life, we would just look on the glide slope, and then you're gonna go when it says retard, just idle, flare, and there you go, guys. Again, butter landing, and we just found again. That's because we don't have auto brakes or reverses. But yeah, the first touchdown is that what counts, guys. So yeah, let's do this again and again and again. I mean, basically, the aircraft is just telling you what you're gonna have to do.
300. 200. Tank rate.
And now focus on the second last touchdown zone.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Idle, and then
Retard.
bam.
Retard.
It's as easy as it gets. A perfect touchdown zone here, guys. That's so easy.
Too low terrain.
And I always was like scared. Oh, maybe I have to flare a little bit more. Then I did not flare enough, and then I flared too much and had floaty landings or ultra hard landings. But yeah, it's pretty easy. Just don't be scared. Do what the aircraft is telling you, because that's the best way to butter your landings, guys.
50. 40. 30. 20.
Idle. I just did it a little bit earlier because we are really fast, and then just there you go. Again, butter landing perfectly in the touchdown zone. And we're gonna do this again, guys.
Too low.
And that's what I did today with like every aircraft in my hangar, like the F-19, 20, 21, 777, 737. I did like probably 50 or 60 landings. It's crazy, guys. A little bit of thrust here. Try to keep the touchdown zone.
40. 30. 20.
Idle and flare. There you go again. Okay, this was a little harder, but still super smooth, guys. And it's just so easy. And now we're gonna do it with low brakes and reverse. So we're gonna simulate a full landing here.
300.
And when we have done this landing, we're gonna do an A319 landing.
200. 100. 50. 40. Retard.
Idle and touchdown. Photo landing. There you go, guys. It's so easy. And our brakes just went off. Okay, interesting. Gotta do medium brakes actually. But there you go, guys. It is just so easy. You're just gonna have to follow all the instructions your aircraft is giving you, and that's it. That's how you grease every landing in the A320. or A320 family. Okay, guys. Then let me just save the recording so we can use it for the A390 now. Oh, my mouse just is glitching. I'm really gonna have to get a new mouse. Guys, my mouse. What the hell? Yeah. Okay, now it's working. Okay, good. So let's go to the main menu, get the A319 out of the hangar, and then we're gonna do the exact same thing we just did in the A321. And yeah, I'm just still a little, blessed, because when I tried this method today the first time, I was just, kind of shocked because, if you look at my other streams, I messed up pretty much every landing, but it's so easy basically. You're basically just gonna have to follow the instructions of the aircraft. When it tells you to retard, you're gonna put the thrust into idle, and you don't gonna put it into idle before. I mean, if you are like too fast, for sure you do it. But the main point, when it tells you to retard, you're gonna start a flare, and you're not gonna do like shaky, shaky, shaky on your joystick. You really hold the flare. You hold the joystick. I have the Thrustmaster TCA. You're just gonna have the joystick about, I would probably assume 3-4 centimeters backwards, and that's it. The aircraft is doing the rest, and that's, I'm still kind of shocked about it, because I could have done every landing a battle landing, and we will do this also with a cross-land landing in a moment. Now I'm just gonna show you the exact same method here on the A319, and then we're gonna do it also in the 737 if you want, in a 777 and then just gonna continue and continue and continue. It's just so easy, actually. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm just looking on something here. Just trying to find something out. Just give me a second. Okay. Alright, let's go. So we're gonna set flaps 1 actually. Actually, we can just already go flaps full. And we're just gonna start the replay.
Too low.
And now we have this little bug here. Just don't worry about that. Now, there we go. Full flaps. We have the aircraft pretty much under control.
Pull up.
Just gonna break this deep wall here. And just we're gonna look on the displays here, keep the center line also on one eye, and then we're just gonna continue. Actually, we have live weather on again. Just turn it off. And then just follow the instructions of the aircraft. There you go again, guys. Battle landing. It's as easy as it gets. And we're gonna try it again. Just ignore all these warnings and stuff.
200.
Break the fall.
Think rate.
Continue here, and then just
40, 30, 20.
idle, and then yeah. Okay, that was a little hard one. Let me just try that again. I mean, hard landings are still allowed. They can happen. Also, let's just add some weight here.
300.
Just gonna do this exact thing again.
Pull up.
Add some thrust here.
Think
Then
rate.
just keep an eye on the altimeter, and then
40, 30,
idle.
20. Retard.
Okay, now I'm messing up every landing, guys.
Too low. Terrain.
Ah, Jesus Christ, that's embarrassing.
Think rate.
Alright,
40, 30, 20.
and there we go. There we go, guys.
Too
Yeah, it
low.
was probably
Terrain.
because I was flying the A320 now the entire time. I did like 10 touchdowns with the A320 in the last 20 minutes, so probably that's the reason. We are in a well shorter aircraft, and In the A321 you have a little bit less flare, so that's probably the reason. That's the flaps 3 actually now. Hopefully it's still going to... Yeah. Just gonna when you retard idle and then... There you go. Touchdown. I mean, wasn't like super smooth, but I think you probably got the sense here, guys. Gonna do another flaps 3 now. Add some thrust. Just gonna continue and try and try and try. Then we're gonna go also into 737 and try it there. Okay, we're a little bit too fast here. There we go again. Little bounce. I mean, we don't have reverses or auto brakes, that's why. And we're gonna do it again till we have a really bottle landing. Gonna keep it idle now.
Think rate. Pull up. Think rate.
40, 30, 20.
20 and flare. There we go again, guys. It is so easy.
Too low. Terrain.
Just listen to the aircraft. It tells you what to do. We're gonna do it again now. Also, you can also just break the deep dives right now. Like, for example, we just had. If you think you're going too fast down, just break the deep dive.
30, 20, retard.
But don't do like a really flare until it tells you 20 retard. So I can just show you that again. So we're gonna do deep dive now.
Pull up.
Gonna break it here, but just make sure you're not gonna go.
Think rate.
100.
1 second. Let me just land and I'll show you that again.
40, 30, 20.
Flare.
retard.
There we go again. So let me just show you that again with a pause. So basically, when you now do a deep dive,
Think rate.
because you maybe lost the glide slope in ILX, you just break it. But make sure you're not gonna go below or above, you know, like you don't want to climb again. So basically still stay below the yellow line there.
40,
So you're able to do still a flare. And then 20, flare, land. Perfect. Touchdown zone. And we're gonna do this again and again, again,
Too
again.
low. Terrain.
300.
But I think you got what I mean here. Because that's exactly what we want to do. Basically just
Think rate.
listen to the aircraft. So now, let's do it again.
40, 30, 20. retard.
Flare. There we go again, guys. And if you do this like as much as I do right now, over and over and over again, your head will save that. And I will try this exact method at my next live stream, or generally my next flight. I will then write a little post on my Discord and you will see what I mean. But
30,
it's just the exact thing here.
retard.
Flare, perfect. And we're gonna do it again.
Too low. Terrain.
We're gonna do deep dives to show you.
Think rate.
I'm
Pull
gonna
up.
go back up, stay under the yellow line, and then just follow
50,
your instinct.
40, 30, 20.
20, and then flare. Perfect, guys. That's probably like the 20th battle landing we did today. So yeah, pretty beautiful.
Terrain.
Hello Troopy, welcome to the stream. Oops.
Think rate.
50, 40, 30, 20. retard.
And again. There we go. Well, this was a little hard again. We have also bounce, but that's again because of the auto brakes and the reversers. But yeah, I think you did kind of got the sense what I'm trying to say here, guys. Just keep the decent rate
20. retard.
and idle, and then bam, battle landing, guys. I think now that's enough of the AP19. We did now probably 15 landings in the AP21, probably 20 in the AP19. Let's now do the same thing with the 737 and actually the 777. But maybe we're gonna do it with the AP20 first. So we have like a mid-range thing here. because we now did it with the longest and shortest buoy. So let's do it with the AP20, the one which is like in the middle. And then we're gonna see if it's the same thing there. Well, I can do that explanation again if you want to, Rufi. We're gonna do this exact thing again now. A320, where are you? There. And choose the Delta livery here. And I'm really excited for the future streams and future landings I will have. And I'm just curious how that all will be, because will I manage to grease my landings more and more in the future? Or will I continue with bad landings like in my other streams? Or in the past streams? So yeah, that will be really exciting, guys. Also, maybe I'm dumb, but the loading times at the moment in the sim are really short. I don't know why, but that was really quick actually. So ready to fly. Hello. There we go. Actually, I don't know why my aircraft is always like started up already, even though I set my ready state like defaulty. Oh well, it's ready default. Okay. Well, we're gonna set this to default. No, we don't want to activate it. All right. So flaps 1. Actually, we're gonna stay with flaps full, and then we're just gonna do takeoff here. Toga, let's go. No. I'm so dumb. Sorry, I just missed something. We wanna. There we go. Just try something because, yeah, we're pretty much falling down now. And guys, the AP20 feels so weird to fly right now. Holy shit! I'm used to the AP21 in 19. Oh, holy shit. Okay, yeah, I think now it's calibrated. So let me stop this entire thing here. Okay, again. So guys, right now we don't have a glide slope because we are not flying any ILS or whatever. We can also do this in a moment if you want to, but what I want to say, basically, let's now pretend that here's our glide slope. And it's important that you basically just gonna follow the glide slope. And on the point where you think you're gonna have to flare, or you are maybe too fast with the descent rate, it doesn't matter. Just follow your instinct, and then when the aircraft tells you to retard, you're gonna start to flare. That means you're gonna pull the joystick back, not like full back, but like about 5 centimeters. I mean, I use the TCA, so for me about, yeah, up to 5 centimeters, I guess. And don't do like this, like back, hold it. That's the thing, hold it. When it tells you 20, hold it. Retard, hold it. Retard 20, hold it, okay? Not that's bullshit. Hold it, it's really important. And just look always into this little altimeter here, because it tells you when you are 20 above the ground. And we're gonna try this exact thing now. Please don't bully me if this landing will be hard. I was just doing it with the AP21 in 19. The last time I was flying the AP20 was 3 weeks ago. So don't bully me, please. So we're just gonna follow, just gonna keep the glide. I'm not moving the joystick, just left, right actually right now. I'm not going upwards or downwards or whatever, I'm just holding it. Oh, guys, do you know what I just noticed? I'm not doing anything here. I didn't click stop. There we go. Now I'm having aircraft control of the aircraft.
Pull up.
Break the glide and then flare. Bam. Ah, we have the parking brake set. That's why we just hit this little wobbler. Let's do it again. Just hold it. About 1,000 feet descent right here. And just don't be scared. And then 20, flare. Bam. There you go, guys. And again. Just hold the descent rate. Just hold it. Just hold it. Do a little break.
40, 30, 20, retard.
And flare. Yeah, and that was actually too much already. It's just important, guys, that you not go over this yellow line here, because that's what then happens. You're gonna float, or basically just take off again, basically. That's really important. Always keep an eye on your displays. Break the glide.
30, 20, retard.
Flare. Bam. It's so easy, guys. You're just gonna have to follow the aircraft instructions. And we're gonna do it again. Keep an eye on the little altimeter here. Break the glide.
30,
20 flare. There was too much already. There you go, guys. Look, it's going over the yellow line. Bruh. I'm still learning, guys, so don't bully me, but I think you get the idea here. So keep about 1000 feet per minute descent rate.
40, 30,
Break the glide.
20, retard.
Flare. Bam. There you go, guys. It's so easy. And now what we do is we're gonna focus on the touchdown zone. I gotta focus on the last touchdown zone now.
100,
So I'm just keeping an eye on it. I'm not looking on my displays. I'm just keeping an eye on that.
40, 30,
And if you want to land there, the aircraft will land there.
retard,
Just follow your eyes and instinct.
retard.
Bam. There you go. Was a little earlier than expected, but there you go, guys. You're just gonna have to follow your instinct. And don't be scared. Just do it. I'm not looking on my displays right now. I'm just looking outside. I'm just having my eyes focused on the last touchdown zone here. I'm not looking on my displays, only outside.
40, 30, 20, retard.
And it says 20, and we're gonna flare. There you go, guys. There you fucking go. I cannot say anything else. Just follow your instinct. Don't be scared. I did this all the time to me. Every landing, I was scared. Oh, will it be a bubble landing or a hard landing? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, guys, just don't think about it.
50,
Don't be scared. Just follow your instinct.
30, 20, retard.
Bam! There you go, guys. Perfectly in the touchdown zone. And again, just listen to the callouts. The computer is telling you everything. I mean, even on this display, it tells you flare, flare, flare. I mean, normally, it's not a landing now, so there you go again. Just keep it, hold the flare, and there you go. And just do this all the time, all the time, and all the time. Your head will get used to that. We're gonna now focus on the
50, 40, 30,
first one here,
20,
from the last ones. Flare, bam. There you go, guys. It is so easy. Let's now try to make a perfect landing with auto brakes also. Perfectly on the center line, and then we're gonna go into 737 and show you the same exact thing.
40, 30,
Break the descent rate.
retard.
20, flare. Touchdown. Reverse. Reverse green, and auto brakes again. Did not start it. Thank you so much for that. Bruh, that was a pretty stupid... yeah, that's, guys, just again, because we fly unrealistically, the auto brakes just not work. I can't even turn them on. Bruh. Yeah. Okay, well, let me just go main menu here, and then we're gonna do the exact same thing with the 737. Truthfully, how do you teleport to the final? Basically, I just use the replay tool, and I have, you know, because I use SkyDolly, I've like set it a little scene. I like a, you know, start point, and when I click on it, it automatically teleports me to that point, because, you know, it would be pretty bad if you have to always do a turn over the airport to show you each landing, which is bullshit. Let me actually just go options, control options, and we're gonna go PMDG. There we go. Find safe. And then we're just gonna do it in 737, guys. And I just can repeat it, guys. Don't be scared. Just don't be scared. Go with your instincts. Decide where you want to land. First, second, third, touchdown zone, whatever. Just make it up in your head. Look on your displays or look out of the aircraft. I mean, you can also just listen to the, you know, call outs. But if you want to have a, you know, actual reference, also you can just look on your display. It tells you when to flare. I mean, if you have a normal landing, the A320 will also show like a little marker in the top of the PFD, which says land, and then shortly before touchdown, it says flare. Yeah, exactly, Truthfully. All right. Let me restart here. This is a typical PMDG bug. Just gonna have to send something. Okay. So, ready to fly. Come on, load. Gonna go to the FMC here. Oh, my mouse is glitching. I hate that. I'm really gonna have to get a new mouse. Just gonna go final here. And then we're just gonna do it again, guys. Just feel the aircraft and not be scared. I did this to me like all the times. I had a crosswind landing today. It was butter. It was fucking butter. It was like 20 knots crosswind. I've even made a recording. It's on my Discord. And in the Phoenix Discord. It's just crazy, guys. You're just gonna have to feel it. You have to be not scared. Then it works. Okay. Let's go. Let me just spawn again here. And then we're gonna fly this aircraft down. We don't have displays now because they're still booting up. And then, even without displays, guys, I buttered it. I'm just looking outside of the window and I'm not scared. I did this now without any displays. I just buttered this landing. And we're gonna do it again, guys. Just not... Okay. We're a little... Yeah, wait, let me just... Just not be scared. Break the glide. Idle and then... Bam. Guys. It is so easy. Let's just do full braking here and gonna wait for the displays. Because it's a help to also visualize here what I'm doing and talking about. Ah, there we go. So it's the same here. We have this little marker here and just follow it. Just follow it, follow your instincts and follow your head and follow the aircraft because it's doing it for you. So 100, 90 and it's like going down and then... Okay, that was too much again. Let's actually do it a little back so we have some more time to stabilize the aircraft. Keep in mind 737 do not has an auto trim. For the aircraft. We're now 20, idle, and then we don't have to do a big flare because we already have a huge pitch up here. And there we go. And just to visualize what's a hard landing, how a hard landing sounds in the 737, so you know what is butter or not butter. Just gonna do a little rough Ryanair landing here. With pretty much no flare, just going down. That's a hard landing, guys. So I think you probably understand what I'm, trying to give you here with a pretty smooth landing. And it was my first time flying the 737 here today, so another thing, it's just so easy to fly. There you go again, guys. And we have right now pretty much of trim up. We're gonna do them down now, so we're gonna have to flare more. It's always the thing here in the 737 actually, because you have trims which you manually use or move basically. Things might be a little different. Right now we are having actually trim down, so when I'm now not touching the yoke, we are actually going down, which we don't want. But just to visualize here, that it's pretty much the same as in the FE20. Just look, 20 and a little flare. Okay, that was too much. Oh, Jesus. It already tells us positive rate of flap. Okay. Keep in mind, it's telling you not, it's at 20 because we have no flight right now. Idle, and then just, there you go, guys. Little float, but butter landing, guys. That's how you do it. I mean, yeah, normally it would tell you the callouts like 30, 20 in retard and everything. But as we are not having like flight, the aircraft not really knows what it is doing. So just don't really wonder about that, please.
Sink rate. Pull up.
Now I'm not using the trim, just using the yoke here.
Too low.
And we're just gonna try the entire thing again.
Terrain.
Looking on the altimeter.
Terrain.
Going idle now because we're really fast. And then 20, flare. And
Too low. Terrain.
touchdown. Butter, guys. This is how we wanna do it. This is just exactly how we wanna do it. And now I will do the exact same thing, but with no flare. So let's see what the aircraft is doing.
Pull up. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
So from 50, I'm not touching the yoke right now. That's what gonna happen if you're not gonna flare. And now we're gonna do the exact same thing again, but we're gonna fly the aircraft until 20. And normally where you would start the flare, we just don't start it.
Up.
So you see what's going to happen.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
20, I'm having no control. Bam.
Low. Terrain.
And it's actually even now buttering, like automatically.
Too low.
So you don't really have to even flare in the 737 because it's keeping the glide because of the trim, which is a really nice thing actually. Now I'm just going to a little bit of up trim here,
Too low. Terrain.
not really using the yoke,
Terrain.
and then just pushing a little forward here, going idle,
Low. Terrain.
and then bam. I'm not doing anything, and yeah, that was too much trim.
Terrain.
Ah, Jesus, okay.
Terrain.
I'm a really good
Terrain.
representer here of what I'm trying to do, but yeah. Hachi.
Terrain.
There we go. And this was not even bad. So let's do the exact same thing now again.
Too low.
In the outside view, guys. We're just going left, right. We're gonna keep the trim doing its thing. I'm not touching the yoke at the moment. I'm just doing trim. I mean, it's definitely a little idle. And there you go. Well, that was a little harder, but I hope you kind of get what I'm trying to tell you here. Let's now go to the 777, guys. Which is not even cooler in my opinion, because you are so high in the cockpit. Because the 777 has a really high pitch, and also the landing gear, it's the same with this A330. The landing gear has 3 wheels, which means it's basically made to butter. And often when pilots do butter landings, they think they float, but they actually don't. They just keep the nose up because the rear wheels of the 777 landing gear is actually touching down on the runway. And where's the 777 there? River livery, nice. United. I mean, we are here in the US right now in Phoenix, so we're gonna use this nice livery here. So yeah, hope it gonna loads fast. And just gonna show you again. Crazy guys, the stream is already 45 minutes long. Just because I'm showing you things here, it's crazy. I really hope. I hate that 777. Or generally the PMDG aircrafts. When there's like everything stuck and you can't do anything. There we go, let's hope it's all working. Yeah, looks like it's loading already like ages, so yeah, okay. So let's boot, and again, mouse stutter, there we go. Menu, hold that, and then we just load a state panel. Where is the final execute? And we're just gonna wait a short second here until the engines have booted up. Just ignore all the warnings. There we go. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing.
Sink rate. Pull
Okay,
up.
we're gonna do this again.
Pull up.
Oh,
Too low.
Gonna have to add some trim here because it's got now fully nose down, which we don't want.
Terrain.
And just look on the altimeter there.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too
Yeah,
low,
that was too much
terrain.
trim.
Too
Oops,
low,
I just
terrain.
kicked back my microphone.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Idle, and then
Too low. Terrain.
there you go, guys. Bro, this is crazy, isn't it? This is just crazy, guys. It's just crazy. I don't know what to say, honestly. Let's do it again.
Too low. Terrain. Sink rate.
Bro, these warnings are annoying.
Pull up.
Oh, there we go.
Pull up.
Can I add some thrust here? Because, yeah, this is the little stupid thing about when you do unrealistic flights.
Terrain.
Aircraft sometimes a little hard to control. Just look on your altimeter,
Too low. Terrain.
idle, and now
Too low. Terrain.
butter it, guys. There you go. Okay, this wasn't too butter, but the altimeter is just a huge help here, guys.
Terrain. Sink. Too low. Don't sink. Pull up. Pull up. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
And just keep the flare, keep the flare, keep the flare.
Terrain.
There we go. Bro, this is so weird. Why is it so... Well, the parking brake is set. Bruh. Okay. Well, let's start again. It should be better now.
Too low. Terrain. Pull up.
Oh, we're falling out of the skies. Come on, Toga. Oh, Jesus.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Just
Too
gonna
low. Terrain.
grease it again here.
Too low. Terrain.
Granny, idle.
Too low. Terrain.
And just ignore that you are really high. This is absolutely normal. We are
Terrain.
now landing. This is also something I'm just gonna pause it here, guys. Because look, we are so high right now. Because the cockpit is like, compared to AP20 and all these aircraft, it's just higher. So always take also a little look, especially when you just came from the AP20 or 737, especially from the 737 because it's so low. Take a look on your altimeter. Because you just saw it, I can just repeat it if you want. Just let me show you that.
Too low. Terrain.
We are basically
Pull
just gonna pause it exactly at that moment and just again. Toga.
low. Terrain.
So right now,
Terrain.
you would normally think probably in the AP20 you are right now like maybe still 100 feet above the ground. But look, guys, we are 20 feet above the ground. The landing gear is basically about to touch the ground. And the AP20 now would be literally, when it's 20 feet above the ground, you would be already with the cockpit closer to the ground. This is because the cockpit of the 737 is so much pitched up because we are so big. That's something you really have to get to now. Because look,
Too low.
if you're just gonna,
Terrain.
we are now 2 feet above the ground. But from the cockpit, you would assume you are actually like, well, I don't know, let's say, I mean, what would it be in the AP20? I can't really tell, but you know what I mean. You think you are really high, but you are actually basically about to touch the ground. So that's really important, guys. And you keep these things in mind. So yeah, let's do it again. And to try to grease some landings here.
Pull up.
I was just gonna show you my yoke movements here.
Too low. Terrain.
So you kind of get the understanding about what I'm doing.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Little floaty here again.
Low. Terrain.
Idle, and then guys,
Terrain.
touchdown. And this is just exactly what it all is. Get the nose gently down here. Ooh, gently. Oh my god, guys.
Too low.
Let's do it again.
Pull up. Pull up. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
And again, guys. You see what I mean? It looks like we are still like, I don't know, 100 feet above the ground. We are actually already on the ground. That's the funny thing.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Pull up. Pull up. Too low. Terrain.
Also, I'm using a joystick, so just please
Terrain.
don't get distracted by these really harsh movements here.
Too low. Terrain. Too low.
And there we go.
Terrain.
Flare and then bam.
Too low. Terrain.
And keep in mind, guys, that often, and I will just show you that again, because of the landing gear, basically the tail part of the landing gear is where the sensor is, which means this part touches down first. We're just gonna show you that again, so you can get the understanding here. Oops. So,
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Up.
and that's also why it will tell you you are like minus 4 feet, which it just did. Basically, when you are at 0, when it shows 0 here, we're just gonna pause it exactly at 0, so I'm able to show you what I'm trying to say.
Too low. Terrain.
There we go. You see, okay, now this was actually too early again. Just try it again.
Too low. Terrain.
Make it a little smoother.
Terrain. Pull up. Too low. Terrain. 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 Too low. Terrain.
There we go. And there you go, guys. The last part has, like the back part has touched down, and that's what it makes, what it does. I mean, we have nearly a tail strike now, but you see, the 0 is because of the sensor exactly in that part of the wheel. So when I'm now continuing,
Too low. Terrain.
now it tells us -2, and then in a few seconds, -4, because the main landing gear has fully touched down, basically. Yeah, we literally just had a tail strike, it's true, but
Too low. Terrain.
I just wanted to show you real quick what I'm, talking about. So let's grease another landing here.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low.
I mean, we are already in idle here.
Too low. Terrain.
Oh, now we're in idle.
Too low. Terrain.
Flare, 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 and there we go. And we again had nearly a tail strike. So let's now try to do a little fast landing. We are also really slow, so that's maybe a reason.
Pull up.
Actually, let's keep the view a little bit out so you can see what I'm doing here.
Too low. Terrain. Too low.
And keep a little bit speed, come on.
Too low. Terrain.
Gain some speed, guys. There you go.
Terrain.
Uh,
Too low.
we should never go Toga in short final, but yeah.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
There you go. We still literally had a tail strike. We're gonna have to be faster, so let's go a little further away, actually.
Don't sink. Sink rate. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Let's try with 160 knots, that should be good.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Oops.
Too low. Terrain. Too low.
Let's now try it without a tail strike.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
I mean, we aren't really stable, just keep that in mind. We just do unrealistic landings here, but I just wanna try to get you to understand what I'm doing and how this works. Or this technique. Idle, and I'm just gonna...
Terrain. Too low.
Yeah, come on, get on.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
So yeah, we are now pretty much... Yeah, so... Just always be a little faster than 777. Now guys, you see, it's -2, but we are still, because just the tail, the main landing gear, and basically the rear wheels just touched down. But yeah, we did it without a near tail strike. So let's now actually do the same exact thing, but with even more speed. With like 170 knots. I think like an average landing speed is, with the 777, probably 160, 65. Depends always a little bit also on how heavy you are.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Pull up. Pull up. Terrain.
Idle and then
Too low. Terrain.
get down, get down, get down, get down. Bam. And then look, this is like way less like a tail strike, but you can still butter the landings. This is just what it's all about.
Terrain.
Little float here.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
There we go.
Too low.
And we just
Terrain.
buttered that one. And you saw always when the 0 is showed there, you can be aware, or like you can in your head now, that the rear wheels basically already have touched down. Like the rear wheels of the main landing gear. It's a little weird to say, but that's how it is. So let's try it again, guys.
Sink rate.
And just keep it at 0. So basically, only the tail, like the rear wheels are actually on the ground. Let's try to hold that exact point right now. I think that would be really interesting. Also, let's disarm the... Oh, they disarm, perfect.
Too low.
Because then,
terrain.
otherwise we would go
Too
down.
low.
Oh,
Terrain.
stutters.
Too low. Terrain.
So let's keep the speed a little bit here. Keep
Too low. Terrain.
keep it at 0. And yeah, it didn't really work, but let's try it again. Keep it at 0, keep it at 0, and yeah, it's not really working, but I think generally you just kind of understand what I'm trying to say here with the landings and the altimeter.
Sink rate.
It's so easy basically. Just follow the altimeter and follow your instinct and follow a touchdown zone you want to land in.
Too low.
So let's now concentrate, let's say, on the big touchdown zone there, like the big marker.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too
And
low.
just try to
Terrain.
touch down exactly there.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Look on the altimeter, look on the touchdown zone, and
Too low. Terrain.
touchdown, guys! We perfectly made it in the touchdown zone. And that's it for today, guys. That's just it. I'm so happy, honestly. I will try this method now on all my flights, and I really hope I will grease my next, like all my next landings. I mean, on Friday we have the next stream. Maybe we'll do one on Thursday, I'm not sure yet. I mean, till that anyway, I will do a lot of flights. So yeah, I'm really excited. We will see how this will all go. But yeah, I just really hope you enjoyed this little nice stream. I definitely did, and I'm just excited to try this method here for the next streams. I mean, you guys just saw it, right? It's in this 1 hour stream now. It's possible to do every landing butter, even crosswind landings. It's possible. You're just gonna have to want it, and you have to be not scared. You're just gonna have to keep an eye on the center line, on the touchdown zone you wanna land in, and on the altimeter. And that's basically it. And you will butter every single landing, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little stream, this little tutorial stream. Yeah, I'm just excited for the next stream. Also, just one thing, guys. In my Discord server, I sent a picture with the airports, which will be the routes for the across the pond event. So I'm really hoping the A350 will come out till then, because it would be so great to do this as a stream. A350, maybe from New York Liberty Airport to Munich or something, or Toronto to Munich or Heathrow. With the A350, these are real operated flights. So just all pray for the A350. And I wish you a pleasant rest of the evening. See you next time. Bye bye.